So this is Matt here with Eric.
What's up?
But your music is bad and you should feel bad. This is our little 2017 preview because we haven't had an episode in a few weeks and we've got a whole bunch of them coming. And this is to sort of let you know what's coming and why there's been a little delay and where to watch for more stuff.
So tell our audience about where we're going to be in a few days.
Well, so first of all, we're going to the NAMM show next week.
Yeah.
Which we did an episode on. We actually have done 2 NAMM episodes because we did one like 6 months after the fact early on. We did, which it was like one of our worst performing episodes. And it's not even a very good episode because it was so after the fact. It was like, NAMM was really cool last year. Let's see how well we remember it. And so we tried to like...
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I mean, it was like episode 5 or something. Mm-hmm. But then we did the one for last year where we did at NAMM. But what we're going to do this year is going to do it more like the Heavy Montreal coverage, where basically the podcast about NAMM is after NAMM, where we talk about whatever shows we're able to get to sneak into.
Yeah, so I've only heard about one, the Kenny Loggins show.
Yeah.
On, what is it, Friday?
Yeah, and that's at the booth. So although they had at least real performances last year at the booth, so it should actually... Remember, we saw Jeff Skunk Baxter and Gene Cornish. It was rough.
It was very geriatric.
Yeah, and they definitely didn't rehearse, and he was like very upfront about that too. Mm-hmm. But
yeah, we saw a couple other not so great performances.
Yeah, exactly. So there's cool stuff. So, but we kind of, the actual recording of it last year, we squeezed it in because one night we were just like, well, we got an hour. All right, let's do one real quick. And it was cool to have Rich's brother Bob on the podcast. He was great. But what we're going to probably do this year is just do the podcast when we get back. And when we have we'll just have our notes on all the, highlights. But in the meantime, while we're there, we're going to do a lot more social media coverage, and I'm going to shoot a lot more video, which I'll throw up on YouTube afterwards.
And we'll be tweeting and posting on Instagram.
Definitely a lot of Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So I'll post all of the relevant places to follow us on social media, and there'll basically be a lot of that during the show. Then after the show, there'll be edited video, and the podcast will probably take a couple of weeks because we'll have to get back and then get time to do the podcast and then edit it and put it up.
Should we read our accounts on air, or do you want to post it with the...
Yeah, let's do the same. First. So mine's at The One True Matt, and then the official show one is at YMIB Podcast. I'm going to try to do some live Facebook streaming from the podcast page.
Okay.
Because I figured out how to do that.
Yeah, I won't be doing Facebook, but Twitter and Instagram, it'll be Buster Arm for both.
Sweet.
And I think Rich is...
Oh yeah, his is on Twitter. It's at Mechanics with a Y, like the
YX.
With like the Megadeth song, and on Instagram it's Swank Skillionaire, which I'll post it.
I know there was the end of year top 10s.
Oh yeah. Thing. So we wanted to. That's part of the reason there hasn't been episodes. I wanted to do a proper. We kind of didn't. We talked about it, but didn't get around to it last year. I wanted to do a proper start of the year episode / end of the year episode with top 10 lists and stuff. But the difference being we read other people's top 10 lists and then
your top 10 list is bad.
Yeah, and decide whose we think is the best or worst or whatever. I don't know. Because the whole top 10 list thing I think is kind of silly, and that's the whole point, is we'll kind of just laugh about that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so my thing just updated. So there's new Trapped in the Closet chapters coming out.
Oh my God, yes.
So but we need to adjust, we need to address the 30 or so there already are.
Right.
So I did my first round of research, but due to scheduling,
I'm well familiar with this.
I'm gonna watch it again just in case. Well, here's the thing: I was only able to watch 22 out of 33 because the last chunk is pay everywhere. They set it up so that it's including on YouTube.
I watched that ages ago for free.
Well, they broadcast it when it first came out.
Yeah.
But now currently it's and I'm not paying for it, especially because the second
places where
even
you can get that.
Well, and just from the preview, I was like, I know what this is going to be. Yeah. I don't know if I need to watch those chapters, but I will eventually. I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to focus on 1 to 22 for the first podcast we do on it, because I already have notes, and my friend Marcel, who's also a friend of Jamie's from the open mic, he's going to be on for that. We were talking about it. and he has a lot of musical theater knowledge, and so he was kind of addressing some things in it as far as, since technically it has a visual acting element, it's kind of a form of musical theater. So he kind of was talking about, he had some interesting comments. I'm like, I was like, you got to be on the episode. And the other episode that he should be on that we'll be doing eventually is we will eventually be doing a Hamilton episode.
We should have background music for the Trapped in the Closet episode. Just
Yeah,
the theme looping.
Right.
While we
Well,
talk
that's
over it.
I got to make sure I don't accidentally start like saying I got too much stuff to say about it. But yeah,
Okay.
that's a key element is the one beat. At least the first 22 chapters, I'm pretty sure. I can guarantee the first 11 or 10.
It's the whole thing.
Yeah, but they might add slightly new layers. But
I don't recall. It's been a few years,
what
but
happens
yeah.
is in the second grouping, because first it was like 1 to 12 or whatever, or maybe 1 to 10, and then 11 to 22, I think. So like the first season, I guess.
There's like arcs to the
Right.
story.
The first,
Yeah.
and that's the other part is that they completely like the story goes completely off in a different direction each arc. So it really is like, oh wait, the continuity
Sorry.
just the first one is like the soap opera, the standard soap opera approach. But then the second one, he's like, oh, I can do so much more, except by changing the beat.
Now, the reason we're talking about this, or will be
Yes.
on this future episode, is he is releasing new episodes soon, correct?
Right.
Although he's been saying that for years.
Yes. Well, he said there's another batch ready to go that will come out in 2017.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so that's what I was like, okay, so we're going to go back, and we may take us several episodes before he even releases those, but we'll be ready by the time he does to address the new ones. And yeah, so
Sorry, was the rest of your...
well, no, that's a good place to stop that. Like that's a little preview of our Trapped in the Closet
No,
coverage.
like other episodes.
Oh yeah, so there's going to be one on the musical tie-ins from the Karate Kid trilogy, and it's a very tangential episode. There's music in it, but
Cheesy 80s movies with those style...
as long as there's like a
themes.
good musical tie-in, we can make it happen, like and make it
And
relevant.
the artists
yeah.
who were
yeah, like totally.
having their careers circle the drain while they were recording them.
We're also going to do more Guilty Pleasures episodes for sure. Because we're supposed to do one with those with Jamie.
Yeah.
Haven't gotten around to it yet. He said he's got a list even. But so again, it's just been scheduling. And we're gonna talk about Five Finger Death Punch. Finally, it's kind of one of those like it had to
I have
happen
so
eventually.
Much to say on this topic.
And there's like a good news story that ties into it. That'll be good for it.
But we better do that soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we don't want to wait too long. Although it's still relevant to their whole ethos, so it fits in. But yeah, and then somebody recommended some songs, and so we listened to some stuff, and it was rough.
So I tried to find like events for NAMM this year. I did the app. I only know about the Loggins gig, at least stuff that looked
I
interesting.
haven't seen anything
You
yet.
heard anything else?
I mean, there's I assume we're gonna skip it this year, but the Neil and Mike's metal jam.
We're there early for it, so we can do
but
it.
it's on Wednesday in Anaheim, and we're in LA. And
Right.
We if we were gonna do it, we should have planned for it.
Yeah.
And then probably gone to Anaheim Wednesday night.
Basically, we'll have something better to do Wednesday night.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
that's the plan. At least the plan is to have something better to do because
Neil
of
and Michaels.
Neil and Michael,
Metal
Michael's
Jam
metal
Jam?
jam. Yeah, and there's
What's
like
the lineup this year?
well, and it's weird. There's like a double thing. Like half of it is like a Rush tribute,
Oh God.
and
Please
then
no.
the other half, but maybe a Rush tribute with like Michelangelo Battio. Like that would almost be funny enough to watch. Because like when he did Crazy Train at the first one, it was hilarious. But yeah, and then the other half is the usual metal jam, but it had like an even smaller list of people than usual, I think.
Oh, I recognize like two of these names.
Yeah.
A couple more actually, but still, it's that might be worth going to actually. Although,
I mean, if we have nothing
Yeah,
else to do,
Anaheim. Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, if anyone actually listening is in LA early, we
Yeah.
are there. And if you have suggestions of what we should do, any events,
Yeah.
please hit us up.
Hit us up on our social medias or ymibpodcast@gmail. Which also, that's right. Also, we have T-shirts now.
Yeah,
That's
tell-
another
tell
thing.
the
So,
audience.
yeah, it's mainly I posted. I'll post it on all the other accounts too. but they basically they have the logo of the show. It's on like a light blue t-shirt. It's a very short run just because I wanted to have them to wear at NAMM, because that's my plan, is to, like, I might just be wearing a really, really stinky YMIB t-shirt. Yeah, I mean, at first I was like, that's not what I'm going to do. But then I was like thinking about the potential, like the potential marketing value of simply wearing that shirt at NAMM.
Well, don't wear the same shirt.
Well, no,
I
have, right? I'm going to bring at least extras. Like 2 for myself. But yeah, but yeah, I probably won't wear it every day. And also it's really like, there's not really 4 solid days. Like nobody's like going to see you on Sunday because half the place is gone. It's just like,
well, we'll be there.
Right. But that's the cool part about Sunday is you have access to things. Mm-hmm. Whatever is still there, there's no line for. So you can kind of just like, okay, I want to play that guitar one more time.
So is there anything gear-wise that you've been looking at that you want to check out there?
Well, I'm always excited to see the new comparison stuff, and they've been announcing it already, and they basically tweaked their 8-string, so now it's like a no-brainer for me. And so I'm like really into that. And what else? Rolly with the Seaboard.
Oh yeah.
So they have this new little like blocks thing.
I don't know about this actually.
Okay, so they're a new product. I've been ignoring it intentionally, both because it's partially redundant to stuff I have, and also just because I was like, I don't want to buy your new thing. Like, I don't want to, leave me alone, But NAMM's coming up, so I'm like, well, maybe I'll look at that at NAMM. So I've been watching the videos, and now I'm more like, crap, now I'm going to want these things. Because they're very small little block, and they're kind of modular. They have a few, there's like a couple attachments that control like the looper. They work with an iOS app, the same iOS app that works
like
with the Seaboard.
Sequencer or
okay, so like the iOS app that works with the Seaboard, they basically added a bunch of new stuff to it, and it's basically like Beats. Really, it's basically Rolly's Beats, because it's super simple, and it's set up so that you can you set up little grids with kits and stuff, and then using it has the same kind of surface. You play in stuff,
right,
and it gives you a few more expressive options than a normal like pad thing. But it's very small. You can hook up multiple ones, and it's all Bluetooth. As long as you can use that and the Seaboard with it at the same time, it's perfect. Because I was like, okay, I got Beats and I got Seaboard. I got to put them together though. And this way, as far as accompanying the Seaboard, it's all built into the thing, and it has a looper built into it. So you loop, you make a beat, it's looping, and then you do your Seaboard stuff. And I'm like, as long as you can do that all together, and there's no like, which you should be. It would be silly if you couldn't. That actually is probably something out, and it's very modular. That you can just buy one little block thing if you want. You can also just not buy the block and use the app. Like half the shit is just in the app already, and the app is free. And they're but of course, like any phone-based beat making app, there's a lot of noise packs available for sale in the app, right? Although some of them are kind of cool. Like there was one from is it RZA or GZA? One of the Wu-Tang guys. Whichever the one that makes the beats and stuff. I think is, but yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. I don't know Wu-Tang well enough to be like, I got the right. But I watched the thing on it, and it was cool, and it was a very Wu-Tang sounding like kit he made with like kung fu noises and shit in it. And they're like $2.
How are you liking the Seaboard? We haven't really talked about this.
It's great. It's just one of those things I haven't spent enough time on. Like all the things I got in the last year or so, I haven't been individually spending enough time on. I'll spend a little time on one, a little time on another. I was actually the other day, I was trying to make bumpers for Beyond Yacht Rock, and I ended up writing something totally for a different kind of thing, which was more like I used the synth module, but then I also made like a beat kind of thing under it. So like I accidentally made more of a beat than like a bumper thing. And then I started to do some other stuff with it where I was like, maybe I'm going to use this with like some guitar shit actually, just to jam over. And so, but it helped me figure out like integrating the machine stuff into Logic better. Cause like I got it to work as far as like, okay, and now I want to beat under this. And actually, I could add some Seaboard on that or something. But yeah, it's just one of those things where like I got the Seaboard, but there's so many things where it's like, okay, when do you use it, right? And you also can't just force everything onto one track, right? You can't just be like, now this needs Seaboard, but does it? And the other thing is when I did play with the Seaboard, because there is a learning curve, certain things I was like, this would actually just be easier on a keyboard. So like certain things I'm like, okay, I don't need the Seaboard for this, so I shouldn't force it because actually it's harder to like, it'd just be easier on a keyboard where I'm trying to like And if you don't need the, pitch flexibility, then what's the point? So you can dial it to be easier to play, but then you're just like, well, but why even bother? Right. So there will be stuff coming soon though, for sure. Seaboard stuff, beat stuff, and I don't know. Well, that's the thing. I'm gonna start doing some YouTube streaming stuff, or just like guitar things. We're just gonna play over tracks and stream it. And I guess the point being that if I'm streaming improvised guitar stuff, it's more true improvisation, because that I didn't just pick
and
the
like
best
cut parts
30
together, right?
And then like made a bunch of mistakes and cut that out, So I don't know.
Which a lot of YouTube streamers, guitar.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the beauty of like I do want to start doing a regular YouTube live streaming show, which will be like live jamming like that. So the whole point being that it's actually live, unlike some people's shows. Daryl Hall.
I actually really like that show.
No, it's great, and I actually, because it's not live is the point. Right. It's not actually live. There's so much editing.
Show.
Right, they're playing live.
Right.
At the time, but technically the show.
So all the cameras together.
So I'm just going to constantly make a joke on my show about how, unlike some people, this is really live. Like I'm super pissed.
Unlike Daryl's house and Matt's house.
Daryl's house. Though it is funny when at the end of it, they there are certain regular segments on the show. Like they always have like a food segment too. But then there's always like a drink, like a food segment, and then like a fine like wine or liquor, scotch or something drinking segment, and then they sit down and basically like compliment each other and like they literally sit down, and then this is the part where we tell each other how great we are.
It's the entertainment business. That's what you do.
CeeLo, CeeLo, I really dug that track, that FU track. I thought that was really pretty groovy, CeeLo. And he's like, thanks, man. I love Hall & Oates from back in the day. And then they just sit there and like, tell each other how great their music is.
It's got to be so weird to like kiss his ass for songs he wrote like 30 years ago.
Right. You're like, yeah, man, I really love that thing you did way back in the 70s and 80s.
The best decades.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the free LP day that we're doing